I'm always looking forward to it when Le Mans Ultimate comes with a new update and shows us what's coming next. But instead of jumping on hype, let's zoom out. What is actually going on with Le Mans Ultimate and how this new update is going to change our experience? Because if you want to look forward, you need to look back. And we are terrible at predicting the future, but we are very good at remembering patterns from the past. And with LMU updates, there are a few trends you need to be aware of, especially when you're new to it. Because right now, everyone is hyped about new tracks, new content, true force, new operating system, but when I hear all that, I get a bit worried. Not because these things are bad, I'm actually super excited for what's about to come, but next Wednesday I will have my own racing series on Le Mans Ultimate, and I'm just worried for $1 million again, because if they change these drastically, the reality is just all this growth and all this innovation comes with potential issues, and they explicitly admit that in that video.
Level, and we know we'll be needing to monitor and address any issues that come up in the release.
Honestly, I don't know enough about game development to explain exactly why, but as a player, and especially as someone who has spent stupid amounts of time testing cars, setups and updates and sim behavior, I just know that with this update, people cannot start the game. They will probably face that some issues, like in the previous updates, we found that my OpenXR toolkit wasn't working, my force feedback starts blipping, stopping. Some people reported that they completely lost their force feedback 3 times in a lap. And still, there are plenty of issues with the racing series that I'm running, that people just cannot join servers for some reasons. And maybe this update will fix a lot of these things. Let's hope so. So when the new update rolls out and we look at the past, we kind of got like hyped up. Then we got a lot of like the hype starts disappearing. And then there's the new update, and then the hype's disappearing. And now we are here, right? So what's gonna happen next? And that's this is gonna happen. So we're gonna have some bugs, and we're gonna have some bugs, and after the hype we are here currently, we're gonna have some bugs. But overall, if we run through the updates, we kinda end up with the higher low, like in a positive S&P chart. If you just stretch out the time horizon far enough, the quality of life is a lot better, because, for instance, I think the livery system, you know, it works fine. I also think that the racing itself and the car behavior and how cars feel and the tire model updates have all been very positive in the long run. And they're also growing in popularity. And they have been pushing these updates, and they made these changes by listening to the community. And I think they did that very well. I think there's something really invisible going on that we cannot see. They making the right decisions. For instance, I've seen people comment about the heads-up display that we cannot change. And there are a lot of like minor things we would like to see changed. I would like to have way more customization on where I put my RPM counter and where I put my heads-up display, basically. I really have a real great distaste for the replay function, but also the camera mode. When I make content and I want to make like a camera angle, it just doesn't make sense. After like building 50 plus videos for Le Mans Ultimate, it's just like I'm constantly struggling with that camera angle and stuff. But I can see that their agenda that they have is also focused on longevity. And what does that mean? Well, believe it or not, they need to make money. They need to attract a big audience. More people need to get into the sim. More people need to buy content, because at the end of the day, that's just what's keeping stuff alive. And I take this from my own point of view, as I'm running this YouTube channel and the business that I have behind this. If people don't buy, if not more people join, it just stops. And that doesn't mean that when stuff is bad, you should buy it for the sake of buying it. Like, the free world, the free markets are going to answer positively or negatively. So if it's gonna be positive, it's gonna grow and people are gonna buy. Isn't that a great thing? If you do something well, you get success. I think that's beautiful. Heads-up display, customization is just at the moment not on the top of their priority list. And I think that single player stuff needs to be working on PC. And I think a lot of stuff is just pointed towards making it working for console. And we all know if PS5 players are gonna drop Gran Turismo and gonna play this, I mean, like, look at that potential. And if I would be running that sim, I would do the same, and I wouldn't worry about like a VR optimization. I wouldn't worry about a heads-up display optimization. I would worry about getting this onto consoles first. And it seems like that's what they're doing. And another thing, I think, and I don't know, maybe other people will agree or disagree, I don't know, but this sim would win if it got like 10 times more tracks. That's the big limiter. In my opinion, more tracks. Way more tracks. And I'm already grateful that they are putting some Easter eggs there, like I don't know, there's like something about this Daytona track maybe, or IMSA or Asian Le Mans series. I mean, that just doesn't, it cannot come quick enough, because the only limit this sim has is their tracks. I don't think it's in the cars, I don't think it's in optimization. I think it really, the tracks is the big limiter. We also don't need that new LMP3 car in my opinion, but anyways, for some, like, I respect that, like, you need to want to have the full series and stuff. So when this, but then again, if this new update rolls out, be mindful of that. You could run into some new issues that you didn't have before. And also when you face issues, I think their Discord has been really supportive as well, or forums or whatever, and there are plenty of people coming with potential fixes, especially when they do hot fix patches. Like, I see sometimes comments like, "Oh, it's trash, it doesn't work," and blah blah blah. Instead of using that energy, use it like a constructive energy in their forums, because, like, again, this sim has been like super amazing. I had so much fun racing Le Mans Ultimate, and I hope that they just keep this going, especially with when they come out with more tracks, and maybe they'll get it working on console at some point. I think the future looks really freaking bright. And if you wanna get better at Le Mans Ultimate and get like better results in your races, check out this video, because that will give you 25 tips to just get better results without improving on your pace. Yeah, it's possible. Come on. There it is. Click on it.